Some people think the system's going in and watching our homeowners and what they're doing on the internet. It's not doing that. It's analyzing property. This type of property with this type of equity in this neighborhood, it's evaluating what's happening. And it comes back and tells us.
What's the deal with all those old school real estate agents teaching outdated marketing techniques and living in the past? This show is about fresh ideas in real estate, diving deep into marketing, design, home renovations, and business development. But we also talk about lifestyle, health, travel, and just living an incredible life. Because the fastest way to financial freedom and fun is through real estate. It's time to build up your real estate business, serve way more clients, and have a blast doing it.
Compass space.
Sure.
Compass is full of amazing technology, amazing tools, and the things that I've noticed that have a lot of potential, and you can dive deeper into this, is the likely to sell function and the use of AI right now. And
Right.
I don't know much about those, but you can probably shed a lot more light on it than I can.
The AI, I mean, most of us are familiar with the idea now, the research capability. What I like that Compass did is I think it's called a, I can't remember the name of it, but it means you have this within your system. You've paid for the right.
Proprietary? No.
It's like a proprietary.
Okay.
So for the Compass agents, we have an AI button right on our screen. And when you put in, write a description for this listing or create an email for Mike or whatever you put in, it's pulling from all these other agents. It's not pulling from the whole world or who knows what people are putting in there, you know?
Yeah.
But at Compass, you're dealing with most of the best agents in every community that we're in. So it's learning from all of them so that what you're going to get back is going to be a demonstrably better quality than just going through like Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best part of that tool. Using it, you almost have to be careful. It comes out with such great stuff that you need to, like I know one agent that goes in and misspells words after the fact. Like if it's too perfect, no one thinks it's you.
Oh my God. Where are you seeing some advances of using AI besides just writing a description? Like what other capabilities does it have?
So besides the things that writing descriptions, creating marketing pieces, what people are finding now is that you can go in and ask it for a specific campaign. It's always the same thing. Are you asking the right questions? I have a property. I think these are the types of buyers that would be interested in it. It's in this part of town. It has this going for it, but here's the problem. Give me a detailed 4-step plan with costs and ideas on how to market this property.
Wow.
It lays out a marketing plan.
That's really specific. That's amazing.
It's not just a writing tool, you know, it's a scary thinking tool.
Yeah. Does it, is it incorporated with any sort of, you said marketing, so how is it involved in the marketing part?
So if the marketing part is what do we want to say, right? So
does it jump into like the...
Oh, it's in the platform.
Okay.
Right. When you go in and put a listing in or you have a client, the AI button's always sitting there saying, if you want my help, I'm right here. And it knows where you are, so it understands what you're looking for at that time.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow.
Now, that and what we call likely to sell.
Yeah.
That's the other tool that's right now being underutilized.
Yeah.
The system will go in. Some people think the system's going in and watching our homeowners and what they're doing on the internet. Oh, shopping moving vans, you know. It's not doing that. It's analyzing property. This type of property with this type of equity in this neighborhood is much more likely to sell compared to it's evaluating what's happening. And it comes back and tells us, this is a high likelihood, this is a medium likelihood. High likelihood means 90% chance. We're finding there's about a 15% actual conversion. There's no lead source.
Or just all of them on the high ones? Or
on all of them.
Okay. Wow.
The conversion will be even higher, except most of us don't have a very clean database. So there's people in there who are agents we've worked with. Well, it'll show you their home. Well, they're not going to use us, but we didn't have them tagged right to keep it out. But a 15% conversion is still higher than any lead source I know. And I think in our office last year, in just the Mission Valley office, it does one thing that's really great and really heartbreaking. It tells you how many homes that it put likely to sell, that it put in it tells you in your database, no one else, you're the only one who sees it. And I can see it as the manager, I can pull it up. And then it tells you how many of them sold and what brokerage sold them. So you know how many you lost. It's also called a missed opportunities report.
Yep. I remember you mentioned this the other day.
We were in the millions of dollars of commission lost last year.
Yeah.
And we were told they were probably going to sell, but how do you go about? That's the big question.
Yeah, that's the big question. What do you do, Sean? Like,
Right.
I missed the workshop on this one, but
Yes.
yeah, what do you do? We have, over 3,000 likely to sell in just my database. What do you do? Because a lot of them are just addresses and names.
So I always want to do the numbers first. That's about 450 actual transactions that are going to happen over the next 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
I won't do the math on commission, but that's millions and millions of dollars.
It'll get me by.
It'll get you by. You'll be able to eat.
Yeah.
What you do is same thing you would do with anyone. Well, it's easier to say what you don't do. You don't call and say, hey, our computer's been snooping around and, your history and thinks you're going to sell. That would scare the crap out of people. You call them and say, I haven't spoken to you in a while. I'm watching what's going on in this market. I'm seeing rates start to come down. Sellers are starting to come back out. If it's something you've been thinking about I'm calling everyone I know, everyone I care about, and saying, this is something we should talk about. It's interesting that you called it. If it is true, they'll go into it with you. But you're not doing anything specific to them. You're just having the general conversation. I like to update my people on what's happening and what they can expect.
Okay. And because there's some people who are friends of friends, and they could work with me. They're kind of part of my SOI, but it doesn't have their phone number. It's just their name and an address.
So I would pick a few in an area, get some market stats for that area. You don't want to look like you're targeting a home. So start 3 homes to the right, do your door knocking. Center home is the one that is likely to sell. Whatever happens from it, go hit 3 on the left and then do 3 or 4 across the street.
Okay.
First of all, it makes it not look targeted.
Yeah.
And second of all, it's 10 more people that you might talk to.
Yeah.
You never know.
So also, little hack. There's a thing called skip tracing, if you ever heard of it. But skip tracing is basically where you put a name and an address into a software, and it spits out emails and phone numbers that are associated to those. So that works too, if you're listening and have that.
I think there's a similar thing called Ben Verified.
Oh yeah,
that also
software. Yeah. It's the same similar thing. Skip tracing is a very use it when they're looking for criminals.
It's very specific.
Yeah, it's really specific, but it's worked. For us to call, neighborhoods and stuff that we don't have accurate information. So,
by the way, that's something that happens. I'm calling, I got these numbers from somewhere, and 2 of them are right, and 3 of them it's just the wrong person altogether. And then we feel bad about that. You're talking to someone who might need you, right? You've gotten a hold of the wrong person. I'm not sure I have. Let me ask you a question. Do you own a home? Why would you avoid the possibility?
Yeah, you're right. If you're on the phone, just do it. You're right.
I need to talk to people anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
My 2 hours got $2,000 to make.
$2,000 an hour. Don't miss one single opportunity while you're doing it.
You're right. Sean, this is great. Lots of information. This was a really action-packed information episode. So thank you so much.
I had a blast. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, and we'll have to have you on again because this was really good. So
thank you.
Thank you again. I really appreciate it.
It's an honor.
Hey there. If you like this episode or want a real estate connection in San Diego, find me on Instagram and subscribe so you don't miss any of these fun episodes. See you next time.